Welcome back to the Two Bored Yonkos, and today, guys, we are bored than ever. we had a bunch of stuff we wanted to watch. Unfortunately, we didn't get to, but honestly, this is going to be more of a sit-down kind of conversation, so you guys can get to know the people behind Two Bored Yonkos. So as we're getting started, we were chatting a little bit about views and Instagram, and I just want to shout out to everyone that's been watching us and commenting and following the page. It means a lot because it's just like it's for what we do this for fun, right? And for people to actually enjoy it. And I think what me and Mike said is, like, if we can make one person smile, then that's literally what we want to do. So I mean, how do you feel about where we are right now?
I love it. We're in a good place. Like we're starting. We finally got to start a podcast that we always talked about, doing a podcast. What it would be like if we did it, and it's nice to actually put our words to action and be like, you know what, this year, even if no one's watching, and we're the only two viewers on every single post that we make, I think it's taught me how to be a cheerleader for myself.
I love that, bro.
How to show up for myself, how to love myself, how to make sure I'm gentle with myself. Hey, you're learning this. This is not in your realm. You've never done this before. Yeah. Give yourself space to or room to make mistakes if there are any mistakes to be made.
Bro. Yeah. No, I love that, bro. I mean, it almost brings a tear to my eyes because I'm just like, it hit me, bro. It hit me.
I got it.
Because you're 100% right, right? The reason we don't start anything, right, is because it's that demoralizing feeling of why am I starting this? Who's going to watch me? Yeah. And it's like, Jordan, you're not special. That's the voice in my head. You're nobody. Yeah. What are you trying to do here? You think you can just go here and talk? Not everyone deserves a podcast. You ever hear that?
Yeah, yeah, I see those.
Sometimes it's true.
It's true.
Hey.
Yeah.
But if we're not willing to risk it and not willing to fail, then what is it all for?
Absolutely. Constantly putting yourself out there. Constantly testing the water, testing the universe. Yeah. Showing up. Hey, this is a talent that I have. This is a dream that I want to pursue. How do you feel about that? And just showing up for yourself constantly. So it's definitely a lesson. And doing it with your best friend.
Yeah. True.
Makes the heavy load lighter.
100%.
You're wow, I don't have to take on this. And a lot of times you realize that most of our fears kind of just line up.
That's true. Yeah,
you're like,
really
I was thinking the same thing, So, yeah.
Because our one successful video, we both weren't going to share it on our Instagrams. We had to dare each other to do it.
Yeah.
We were on the fence about it for, I don't know, man. I mean, story maybe. We collaborator? No. And then I was like, bro. I was like, dude, I'll do it if you do it. And he's like, oh, yeah, okay. I'll call your bluff. And then you're like, ding. It was like collaborator, ding. I bet his look was damn it, now I really got to do this.
I really got to do it, man. Dang, I hyped him up and now he's serious.
Because we kept pushing back, bro. It was I'll wait till 5 o'clock to collaborator for me. You post it now. Right? Just give us one. But I was like, Mike, if you don't feel comfortable, it's okay. It was just crazy because, I don't know, and that video did the best, bro, out of all our videos.
Yeah. So, there's a subtle art of just not giving a fuck,
Hey, shout out to Mark Manson.
Yeah, man, we're reading your book right now, and it's been very, I say we review the book when we're finished with it.
That's true. We'll put it right here in the middle.
Yeah, put it right, glowing and everything.
Me and you just out of focus. It's just the book. Damn, bro.
But yeah, that book has been really and we both read it before. But it's always nice to just like a movie, you can go back and reread it and you're like, wow, I missed so much, or I forgot about this passage. This is,
you learn something new every time you read it.
Absolutely. Do you have a favorite part so far in the book?
Yeah, I mean, I got a ton of favorite parts. But my favorite part was actually, and this relates to why we post, And I think that book really, like, I think it was just perfect timing to be reading that book and getting started with the podcast. Because it was a lot of, like, my fears of posting the podcast or doing this with you. It's like, what if everything works out? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that was a question he says. It's like, think about the other side of it, right? What if everything works out? And then it's like, you're thinking about, like, what if it does work out, you know?
Yeah.
My favorite part so far is when he talks about the musician who, I forgot the band, but he was in Metallica, and
They kicked him out.
They kicked him out.
Oh.
Right, and he was chasing Metallica the whole time. So he did tours all over the world. He was, to anyone else's eyes, successful, but he can never live up to success because of what he put success at. Oh, yes. And then he tells a story of Pete, who was the Beatles drummer, who they fired, right? Yeah. So then with Pete, he was depressed in the beginning, but then he was able to have a family and kids. And again, he was chasing after the Beatles, and then he lowered his expectations, going like, I'm a family man. And then he did an interview, and he's like, I don't think I'd be as happy as I am now if I was still with the Beatles, because now I have a family, I have someone I love, I have kids. And it's like, for us, like you said it just a second ago, you're like, bro, 200 views is 200 people watching us. Because at first, to me, if it was 6 months me, 3 months me, I'd have been like, 200 views, whack. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
no engagement.
Yeah.
That's whack. Like, but it's like, lower your expectations a little bit and realize, right? And take a step back. That's 200 people viewing you, and that's a lot.
Imagine 200 people walking up and slapping you in the face randomly throughout the day. It'll hurt. Same cheek. Don't even turn the other.
Bro, it's me and you in this room, and Mike's been lifting. As you can tell, he's buff. Like, I can't imagine 10 people in this room. I mean, it'd be 10 of me, 8 of Mike's. But, like, how about you? Same question for you, Russ. The subtle art of not giving an F. What's the one thing that has spoken to you recently?
There was a passage, I think somewhere in the beginning, where he talks about like just getting out of your head, and how you sit there and you have a tendency to think about what other people are thinking of you. And he's like, if you just stop for a second and realize that no one's thinking of you as much as you really imagine they are. You're like, oh my goodness, like you spill something on your shirt and now you're going through your day, like everyone can see it, you know. But you don't know that guy has something on his shirt and he's hoping that you don't see his. You know, so he's like holding himself like this and you're holding yourself like this, you know. When in that actuality, like no one really gives a fuck. It's like, you know.
That's so true, bro.
And as I continue to reread this book, it's like, it's soothing. It's soothing because it's like, has there ever been a moment where you're just like, you know what, like, fuck it. Or the person who cared less did more or did way better because he let go. He understood, like, I can't control everything. There's moments, there's certain things that I can care about. And then there's certain things like, I shouldn't even give a fuck about. Like, why should I give this my energy right now? You know? And I think before I started this book, to piggyback off what you're saying, like if this was 6 months ago, like I would definitely like be nitpicking at myself. I'd be like, oh no, this is wrong. You don't look like this, or you shouldn't talk like that, or you shouldn't say that. But it's like at the end of the day, it's like, man, like why do you care so much?
Yes, dude.
You know, like learn to let go, learn to, you know, so I love that story and I love the chapter of suffering, you know.
Oh, it's a good one.
And he talks about like, avoiding suffering is like, you're just going to end up suffering in a different way, you know, just delayed. So like, I've been enjoying that, especially the suffering part. It's you're choosing. It's to suffer for.
Yeah. You're choosing because you're gonna. I think we used to say this to each other all the time. Choose your hard. Do you remember that?
Yeah. You love saying that
because it makes so much sense. Like, and Mike knows, he supports me in everything I do. I'm doing a 75 hard challenge. This is day 12, guys. So
70 hard.
Trying to look like Mike, but
no better than me.
He's on day 808. Nah, but like for real, right? Like I'm doing this challenge, and I'm glad I had your support on it, bro. But it's what I'm starting to realize is choosing your heart, because it's hard to go to the gym. but it's also hard not going to the gym and getting weaker every day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, right?
It's hard going to the gym.
Yeah.
It's even harder walking up a flight of stairs.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
exactly what I mean.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
like,
yes, exactly.
Like with an unhealthy body, like it's hard.
It's like, what do you choose, bro? Because you can't say not going to the gym. If you say you're not going to the gym, you got to understand you're choosing that day to be weaker.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
If you're not choosing to go read a book, then whatever you are choosing in place of that, then you're not choosing to get smarter that day.
Yeah.
Right? And it's like you're in those. Again, one day isn't gonna affect your life, but these little wins are gonna stack up, right? Like every day you're going to the gym, it's gonna it's inevitable for you to not get stronger.
Yes.
So I'm starting to realize that with my own body and the way I'm acting, it's like, because sometimes like I'm too busy to do this, I'm too busy to do that. I say that, but then I'm also choosing then to be weaker or choosing not to do what I need to get done. And I'm like, wow, right? I mean, what are your thoughts on that?
I love that gym thing because you go to the gym and you sit there and you realize like you see a 10. You go to the gym, a 10 is going to be a 10 pounds. Yeah. Where you go here, you go to, you know what I'm saying? Like,
so
that's
I thought you were talking about girls, bro. Like, you see a 10. I was like,
oh, you thought I was talking about where?
Yeah,
No,
like
I'm in
you
the
see a
gym. I'm in the gym. Let me say 20 pounds. You see,
where's he going with this? Where's he going with this?
You see a 45 plate, you know, I'll say that instead. You see a 45, like a 45 is always going to be the 45, you know?
You can't, yep.
You're not going to be able to dispute that. And, I like how we constantly like when you choose to go to the gym, you're definitely like choosing to lift that 45 constantly. It's never gonna change. It's never gonna be like different. But yeah, like I forgot my train of thought after that.
Sorry, bro. You said you see a 10. I'm like, okay, I see a 10. I'm envisioning this. Where are we going? What's next? I'm on this train. I like this story.
What gym you go to? Right, what gyms you see?
Where are you at? What time do you go?
No,
sorry, I did not mean to mess up your train of thought.
No, you're good. But yeah, suffering. Choosing what you suffer, choosing your hard.
Yeah. What did he say? He's like, because he's like that. Not the right question is like, what do you want to do in life? The question is like, what do you want to suffer in life for?
Yes.
Because that's your why, right? Yes. That's your. I'm willing to suffer for my family. I'm willing to suffer for my best friend. To put in the time here to make this podcast happen. That's what I'm willing to, like, I'm excited when this happens, but it really is suffering. You think about it.
There is,
right? You said you went through traffic. You suffered through traffic to get here.
You're going to suffer. Whether you show up to the event or you don't. Like, there's always, like, the end all. Like, there's always a flip to the coin. You know, I love it. Like, definitely, we talked about it all the time. Choose your heart.
Yes. Choose your heart, guys.
You know, you could be hard. Pause.
This guy's he's on one. He said 10? 10 hard? 10 hard?
But yeah, man, I think
I
think once we're done, that we should definitely do a full review of that book.
Facts,
but it's one of those books that gets you out of your head.
100%.
You know, gets you active, gets you taking action more than constantly thinking about like perfection.
Right.
Overthinking like, oh, it has to be some way or they're not going to get the joke or, you know.
And I love his writing, his subtle writing in it. It's so hilarious because you're just reading a serious paragraph and he's like, but what the fuck? You know what I mean? He's like, all of a sudden, I just chuckle at it. You know what I mean? Like, it's like wait.
Why the fuck I should care? You know, you're like, I just wrote that. You're like, you're right.